Really love you guys. Keep this Loft thing going. Put your hands together for him. Alright. Next guy coming to stage made the trip all the way down from the 9-1 2 guys. He came all the way down from the 9-1. Yeah, there you go. Last time I had never seen him before. He was down here a few weeks ago. He did great. So please welcome to the stage, John Tait.
Alrighty. Payday's tomorrow, broke on Sunday, hooray. Wound up having to pick my mother a little bit of a bouquet so I could give her something pretty today. Nothing like living by a graveyard to save money on flowers, so that's alright. Sunday nights with my family when we were younger, that used to be like games night. And, well, it was at least until my father had to go to jail, which kind of sucked. But I have to tell you that nothing puts an end to a Monopoly game faster than your mother giving him a conjugal visit. Yes. There we go. All right, it was actually just May Day a couple of weeks ago, and does anybody here still celebrate May Day? No? I'm the only traditionalist? I'm the only guy that still dances naked around a maypole? And gotta tell you, not the first playground I've been kicked off, won't be the last. Yes. Most of this stuff I actually wrote about 20 years ago, so I might have to take a look at here. All about child protection. But when I was a child, I guess I was like a little bit on the naive side, because it wasn't until I was in my 20s that I realized that cockfighting had something to do with chickens. Yes. Talk about children protection. Do you think anybody can make a better lifeguard than a pedophile? Now, hear me out on this. Who else is paying that much close attention to half-naked children hoping for an emergency for a little bit of mouth-to-mouth? Alright. I'll probably lose a bit of the audience with this one, but I kind of thought of this a couple of days ago, as if I haven't already done that. Mexicans eat a lot of chicken, culturally into cockfighting. Spaniards eat a lot of beef, culturally into bullfighting. So why is it that black dudes are into dogfighting and not the Chinese? Alrighty, I was actually born and raised in Victoria, living in an island now. But I was born and raised in Victoria back when it was considered to be the hydroponics capital of Canada. And I was one of the first people to actually get a marijuana prescription at an early age. I got it for anxiety, mostly because I was kind of anxious about being caught with marijuana. Like, I smoked enough that, have you ever been so high that you actually forgave your parents for everything? To this day, my grandfather still tries to give me a bit of a guilt trip for smoking so much weed, but that's when I know I'm really high, because he died in 1994. Yes, when I was younger in the 90s, the Empress used to always have public auctions that anybody could go to. And the best time to go there was when you smoke up, just get really stoned, because you never had to win anything to always be the highest bidder. So it was always a bonus on that aspect. But I did actually sell enough weed, former drug dealer, yeah. I sold enough weed during the 90s, back when there was actually profit in it, to actually put myself through college. And when I was there, I studied sociology, psychology, and English literature, because I come from a well-established family, and I thought somebody had to put an end to all that prosperity. But when you're selling weed in the 90s in Victoria, it's kind of a risque thing. You do develop a hell of a social life, though. However, during the 90s, chlamydia was just like weed. Either you had it or else one of your friends did. And it developed a hell of a social life. I remember one girl that I went out with back then, well, she actually wanted me to meet her parents, so we went out for dinner one night, and nobody was talking. And after dinner, we're on our way home, and she made comment of, "You're like really quiet, it's really uncomfortable. Why were you like that?" I had to tell her it's kind of uncomfortable when you're having dinner with an ex. And she's like, "You slept with my mom?" "Your mom? No, not your mom." Second page. Oh shit, third page. I love that. Alrighty. I am getting a little bit older, have a birthday in a couple of days, so I thought definitely time to start getting in better shape. So a few weeks ago, I started going to the gym all the time, every day. One of these days, I might actually go inside instead of just watching women's aerobics through the window. But I am actually in pretty good shape for a guy that doesn't work out, which is unfortunate because I do, like 3 or 4 times a week. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't that long ago that I actually had the body of a man half my age, proud to say. Had to get rid of it after a couple of weeks because the neighbors were complaining about the smell. It takes a lot of maintenance to try to maintain the ass of a 20-year-old. Personally, I keep my pickle in a jar underneath the sink. So it may come as no surprise that I am a single guy. I'm a single guy that, in full disclosure, I do not use condoms. Let me rephrase that. I don't get the opportunity to use condoms. I've been single long enough that, have you ever taken a look at the Facebook wow emoji and thought, yeah, that's not the right idea? I'm single long enough that I can tell you for a fact that there is nothing like the smell of bacon in the morning to remind a guy to invest in proper lube. So. That got groans? Come on, your groans hydrate me. I was about to tell you that I use ketchup every 28 days just to make myself feel like I'm in a relationship. So, believe it or not, a few people have taken a chance with this guy. I've been married twice. First one was when we were so young that I can tell you that there's nothing like the smell of, that nothing smells like instant noodles and unseasoned rice to remind you that it's the day before payday. The second wife, don't really speak too much about her because there is a statute of limitations. However, had a few girlfriends. The last one that I was with down here in Victoria, not exactly the most adventurous girl. So when she asked me one night to like turn off the lights because she's feeling rather onerous and she wanted me to put her in her arse, well, talk about taking a guy by surprise. I'm an adventurous guy though, did as she asked, and she screamed bloody murder. And I have to tell you that this is a learning experience because first of all, you do have to take it slow. And second, you really have to let the light cool off first before you attempt to. Yes. Oh, I like that reaction. However, it was quite a glorious night one night, which she asked me to actually bring home a couple of things on my drive home that we could hopefully play out our fantasies with. So, once again, no problem. I'm an adventurous guy, I can think of something. However, this is what actually this is the linchpin that unfortunately ended the relationship. However, on the flip side, I can now scratch both snuff and necrophilia off my bucket list. Oh. That is going to be my time for tonight. Have yourself a great night.
John Tait, ladies and gentlemen, please find it in your heart to applaud for the last joke there.